this comes with a big reputation. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo. It's good to have you along. Yes, this is an East Coast Strat by Andertons. If you haven't noticed, my voice is a bit in the dumps. That's because I've been away at a football tournament for a few days and, well, yeah. Things happen to the voice in the world of football. And this is a cheap or affordable Strat option made by Andertons, or it's their in-house brand. And I paid £82.50 for this. Where are my notes? Brilliant, Elmo. This got off to a great start. Yeah, so like I said, this costs £82.50 and it weighs 3.3 kilos. On top of the price, I had to pay shipping and import charges because, well, Brexit. So what I'm going to do is I'll read out some specs, I'll play some clean sounds on the Roland Cube and get it over to the table, see how it's set up, do I have to do anything to it, and then do some sounds on the Marshall. I've also done a track with this, and that was what you heard in the beginning. If you want the whole performance, that's over on Patreon, and for channel members, plus you get the backing track as well. And I might do a lesson on that as well on Patreon, I don't know. So, anyway, color, vintage white, glossy. The body is poplar, and the neck has a 25.5 inch scale length, as you would expect. Neck is selected Canadian maple. It's a good thing that they selected it, as opposed to just randomly picking something up. Rosewood fingerboard, 12-inch radius. That's 12 inches, I think. 21 frets, synthetic bone nut, so it's not mother of toilet seat. Two-way truss rod, which is nice, and yeah, pretty much your standard kind of stuff. 3 ceramic single coils, which means that half the world will be absolutely outraged and will not buy it. Yeah, those are some of the specs. Let's try it on the Roland Cube. One thing I can instantly say is that this needs a bit of a setup. Is this wired to that? Nope, that's pretty standard, although I like it wired there. And it's still in tune, as when I bought it. Yeah, let's get it over to the bench. Alright, so here we are. Let's get straight into the action. See how straight the neck is. I'm judging by the feel of how it was to play, I think there's a bit of relief there. I need my tools. Good going, Elmo. Don't get your tools before you start filming, you absolute muppet. So 0.2, I can get that in there comfortably. 0.25, yes. 0.4, let's try that. Yes. 0.5. Even that, yeah. I have to do something about the neck. Oh bloody hell, I don't have a tuner here. That's at home. Well, we'll have to make do with whatever we have here. I know this is in tune. Yeah, it's in tune. If you're wondering why I don't have a tuner here, because I gave it to my daughter, who... It's my daughter who I've talked about previously, who has some social anxiety issues and such. The football tournament that we went to last week, she actually played a couple of games there. She's been on a break for a year. Football has been her greatest love ever. So it was great to see her play. But she's also, weirdly enough, become interested in playing guitar. I have to buy her a tuner because she's using mine at the moment. Yes, lefty loosey, righty tighty, so we need to tighty because of the relief being too much. It's what Paul from Milehouse Studios would call safety relief, I think it is. Just to be on the safe side, they send them out like that. Was this double action truss rod? I forget. How much did I turn it now? It's absolutely over the top now. Let's see. It helps if you take these strings out of the way when you do this. I'm hoping I don't have to change strings because I don't have a sponsorship. And I'm lazy, I don't like changing strings. Now I'm feeling some resistance. That's a good sign. Yeah, that's pretty much there. Let's see if that did anything to anything. At least it sounded like it went a bit out of tune. I think I took it a bit too far, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's try 0.25. Yeah, I think I took it too far. Let's take it a bit back. See if I can do it without mucking with those middle strings. .2, can I get that under? That's what I could. Now, this is the bother with having a crummy straight edge. This is a Harley Benton notched straight edge, and it's not straight. So I can just about fit 0.2 under there. We'll live with that. But I'm not entirely sure if it's... Let's try seeing, do the eye test. Yeah, that looks fine. I have to tune it again. Let's see if there are any buzzy buzzersons. Let's see what the nut is cut like. On 0.7. Slightly high maybe, but 0.4 on the high E. Let's redo the low E. Yeah, that was right. Action, what's it like? 1.87, 1.5 on the high. Do you know what? That's within the realms of what I would use. I like a higher action. Let's check for rocks. Teeny tiny rock on the 4th. Let's see if it's the same one. It's just on the low side and in the middle. Let's see if it does anything. Let's go on and see. I'm assuming that will tap down nicely. It was the 4th. Yes. Second teeny tiny rock on the E. 13th. And 14th. And 16th. Do you know what? If you're going to be learning guitar, and 17th, ever so slight, really small rocks, and 19th in the middle, but not on the high side or the low side. Yeah, it was number 4, I think. On the low side and the middle. Let's see if I can tap down the low side. Yes, gone. Let's see if I can tap down the middle. Gone. Let's see what the fret ends are like. This is going to be minimal. I don't have to do anything to this. Not really. Set up the trem, that's really it. Where did I put my... there. So I can do my Finnish version of Phil McKnight. Oh my god, it is so nice, only slightly catching on the 11th fret. Really nice. It's the summer here now, so though it's been sitting here for a while, it might be that in the winter it would react. I'm not sure. Let's see what it thinks of. So I like to set up my trem so that it's... So I like to set up my trem so that you can pull up a whole step on the G string G-string. For this I would really need a tuner. I have mine, like I said, at home, and another one stuck to my pedal board. Yeah, that didn't do anything. That's a half step, need a bit more for my taste, although I'm not sure why I'm doing this to a beginner guitar, because beginners, you don't really need a trem. It's another moving part that doesn't really provide anything for you. That's about it. Let's see what that did to the action of the guitar. It's probably raised it just a bit. If it's still within the realms of 1.5, still. Weird. 2.15. That's a bit much. Let's try that again. 1.54. 12-inch radius on this, so... and drop the low E by so. How much is it now? 1.82, that's fine for me. 12-inch radius. This is something I'm still practicing. I'm not very good at this. Probably because my eyesight's not brilliant. So I want every string to move. Every string moves at the same time. Looks nice. Do you know what? Unless I've forgotten something, that's it. Intonation intonation seems to be spot on. It's not. It was in tune when I bought it. Yeah, that thing again. Oh, let's get it over to the Marshall. All right, so let's see what the ceramic pickups sound like. Oh yeah, and turn on the amp as well. Oh, and drop treble, because I know this is going to be trebly. Loads of treble. That's the hum of a single coil pickup. Now, if you're someone who doesn't know what a single coil pickup acts like, this is what it does. With a bit of overdrive on, it adds a bit of hum. Now, some people have commented on my videos saying that the noise that I've been getting from certain pedals, because this amp can get really noisy with overdrives, is that it's because of single coils. But single coils, when you turn off the volume, they don't make noise. So, there's something new for you, potentially. Let's see how it stays in tune, and let's see how my voice holds up. Damn, let's see if it's in tune. If you're wondering what I was playing there at the end, that was Yngwie Malmsteen's I'll See the Light Tonight, but in a major key, so that I wouldn't get a copyright strike from his bastard of a management. So only the G string went out of tune, so it must have gotten stuck here. But you know what? For 100 or so euros, pounds, dollars, the only thing that comes to mind which competes with this is the Indio Classic Strat that I tried ages ago. And that's so long ago that I can't compare these two. The only thing that I can say is that this, in all probability, is better. Because I'm maybe slightly more critical these days. I know more these days. If you're looking for 100 or so euro guitar, look no further. And I buy the gear that I review, so I can say whatever I want. This is absolutely brilliant considering it's so cheap. The only alternative that I can think about, like I said, is the Indio Classic Strat. Then we get into kind of the court G110, Harley Benton ST, what was it, 160 and 62, I forget what it was. Put something here. But those are slightly more expensive. You could look on the used market because that's a good way to go. But I mean, this is just great. And they've had a bit of a look at it, it seems, at Anderton's. It's really nice. Okay, the frets feel a bit small, but that's nitpicking. That's me just being, ew, the frets, they feel a bit small. I don't like the way this cork smells. Yeah, what can I say? Brilliant guitar. Like I said, if you want the track that I played in the beginning, that's available on Patreon and on my members channel, or in memberships, what's it called? The backing track is also available on Patreon. Might be available for members. And I might do a lesson on that. I like it when I get gear that I can praise, because that's why I do this, to help you guys find stuff that's good. And especially if you live in the UK, this is definitely something to look at. Forget Squire and all that other rubbish. It's this Jet E-Art, but then again we're getting into slightly more expensive. I mean, double the price. 200 is not a lot for a guitar, but it's still double this. This is brilliant. So, anyway, check out my Patreon or my members thing if you want to. If you don't want to, don't. I hope you had some use of this video, and I hope that you have a nice day. Be kind to each other and yourselves. Take care. Goodbye.